I challenged myself to win a game using only bronze cards. That's right, no silvers, no golds, no legendaries, nada. Make sure you tune in to the end of the video for the final deck list I landed on. But first, let's jump into the games. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. It really, really does help out. In this first game, I'm going second against Portalcraft, and this is when I was still experimenting with the list. And by that, I mean this was my very first game ever trying this challenge. And I definitely have some unoptimal cards, you could say, as you can see. I thought maybe I'd lead into a mid-range direction with some early game and then also some combo plays to keep me alive in the mid to late. But definitely some of these are just looking at Verdant Giant, some of these are not optimal. And unfortunately, they had double Holy Biker to deal with my early game, which is really unfortunate because I really wanted to land Brave Fairy Knight into face. But whatever, we'll just keep playing Brave Fairy Knights until they can't deal with one. And we're just gonna flood the board here. And the idea with the Verdant Giant was to be able to evolve it like really early, because I'm running some Fairy Wisp generators as well, like the Ageless Bystander and the new Fairy Wisp generator that heals you. But that didn't end up working out because I never drew them on time with my Verdant Giant, so this guy just ends up sitting here. And I was like, ooh, already I can sense a problem with this build. But either way, we just go straight for the dome. And one good thing about Bronze Forestcraft that I noticed when I was building the deck is that they have a lot of storm. And I mean a lot. Like, we got of course, the Windflower and the Salvia Panther, but also Vanguard Tigress, the new Mallet Monkey replacement, the one that summons a bunch of itself, and they all have Storm. I only remember Mallet Monkey. I don't remember the name of the new one, even though I played these games literally yesterday. But hey, any lapse in my memory I can excuse by the fact that I'm sick. You have to be nice to me. And this is the card I was talking about, the Flora Fairy that generates a Wisp and also heals you. Kind of like a Fairy Slugger at home. And then we just go face with the Salvia Panthers. They're already at 7 on turn 5, so you can see, at this point I'm thinking, alright, I kind of have the framework of what I want to be doing here. This looks like it's working, but these cards have to go because they're not doing anything. Okay, so already I'm figuring out how I want to build this list in my next game, but for now I have to contend with these poo-poo doo-doo cards that I added in a lapse of judgment. They play the Homunculus' Advent, which is nice for me. Means that they don't clear my 1/1 with another Laser Tyranny. That's the Mallet Monkey replacement I was talking about. The cutie cat. The cutie cat. And yeah, we end up going face here. And I think this is actually a mistake. I should have saved the evolve for the cutie cat, because the cutie cat actually does have a removal effect on evolve. So evolving the Vanguard Tigress I think was actually a mistake here. And you'll see that they are going to be able to stabilize from here onwards, because they get the Electric Rhino, and they just start pumping out guys once the Retrophia is up, and they have a ward, and I just can't do anything about it, and it's really, really annoying. So, yeah, this is where it starts to go wrong for our young hero, i.e. me. Is that weird to say that about myself? Out comes another Rhino, and I'm like, yeah, it's over. I came so close, but it's so far. This guy ended up doing nothing the whole time. This guy was useless. This guy was useless. I'm like, dude, I filled my deck with a bunch of frauds. These are phony cards, absolute fraudulent cards. And yeah, with 3 wards up, no evolve for Cutie Cat. Oh yeah, Beast Lancer was also in this deck, because I was thinking I'd generate Wisps, and then I'd be able to get Beast Lancer and Verdant Giant active, but that's so bad. I don't know what I was thinking. I was sick, okay? Be nice to me. Anyway, I died. So, but you can see I got them really, really low. So the framework of what I have to do, it's there. So in this next game, I'm up against Shadowcraft, and I'm going first. And it's gonna be a tough one, because if they get Zebet at any point, I think I lose because of the immense healing. So we just pray that that doesn't happen. Listen, a lot has to go right, but I wanted to show that it is doable. It is doable. Alright, so what I did was I took out all the fraudulent cards and I just put in more burn. and you'll see when I show the deck list at the very end of the video what list I came to at the very end. But I'm really upset here that my 1-drop got by the Spectral Sorceress, and that means that I just have to play Salvia Panther raw with no Windflower, and that felt really, really bad. But that's fine, because turn 3 I just do it again, baby. And the reason why I played Salvia Panther instead of saving is because this is very much an aggro deck. I have to go, okay? That's the entire deck. If I spend any time not going, I think I lose. And they're able to clear here, which is bad for me. But that's fine. That's fine. Because the Brave Fairy Knight come out. And it's really good. Not only is it a good early game play as a 3-1 that gives you 2 other guys, but it's really good on turn 7 for Storm as well. So the Underworld Lieutenant comes out here as well. And here, they have 2 big wards. And it's clear that I'm an aggro deck, right? So that's why they put the wards up. But weirdly enough, the super clutch Prism Butterfly. And this is the fun part about this challenge. I get to show off these cards, the power of these cards that nobody has ever played, and give them a little bit of shine. Fairies go face, and the Prism Butterfly, this guy is baffled, absolutely flabbergasted, I would say. And I think this is a Slayer of the Dead, just to try and answer this board a little bit. Prism Butterfly, the absolute Chad, sticking up here, and gonna be able to eat one of these Slayer of the Deads. So nice for me. And Mikael, so they're gonna double trade into the Prisms, I believe. They are scared of the Prism. Oh my god. And one cool thing about this is that I get to Blade Bunny and Fallen Shot this turn, because Blade Bunny recovers 2 play points. So Fallen Shot can go ahead and take out the Amaterasu, and then we just go ahead and trade into it, and even heal up a little bit as we go base. And I'm saving the Evolve this time, learning my lesson, for a 7-cost Cutie Cat. And I also added Cold-Hearted Dark Elf into the deck because of this enhanced 7 deal 5, which is super strong. I almost swore there. Family-friendly channel. It's super strong. And look, I was so scared that they were gonna have Zebet and I would just lose, but they played the super copium play of Odile Evolve Odette, and I was, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes! The only thing that stops me now is a top deck Zebet, because Odile Evolve Odette just to heal 4 is so sag for them, right? And now I saw the Lucius come out and I'm like, no Zebet top deck, thank God. Which means that even if they heal to 8, I have lethal with Brave Fairy Knight. Because again, Brave Fairy Knight on enhanced 7 summons 2 fairies, gives everything +1/+1, and they all gain Storm. So even if they heal to 8, I win. So like for example, if they invoke Mikael, which they didn't, which is nice, but yeah. I was ecstatic. I was over the moon that I was able to get a win with bronze only Forest on my 2nd ever game. And also my 1st ever game was pretty close too. I just had to refactor a little bit and immediately got the dub. Felt really good. So here's the deck list I landed on in the end. Would I recommend you climb with it? Obviously not. This was more of a challenge for me to prove that you can win a game on Grandmaster Ladder with bronze only cards. Let me know what you think in the description below. In the comments below. And also let me know if you want to see more of this kind of thing in the future. Maybe I'll try bronze only with the other classes as well. But you can see here I took out all of the frauds and I just put in more burn. So we have the 1-drops here that can synergize with the Windflower and Salvia Panther. Nature's Guidance is just a great card to draw and also recycle some of your limited resources because you are an aggro deck here. Same with Gale Pierce, but Gale Pierce also deals damage, which I thought was good. Smiting Shower to deal finishing damage if you're just short and they have a bunch of wards in the way for that deal 5 to the enemy leader. Brave Fairy Knight, you saw the power of that there. Cold-Hearted Dark Elf has the early game effect of being able to deal with the board a little bit, as well as enhance 7, deal more burn. Fallen Shot is just good against like big wards. Vanguard Tigress is a storm that can deal damage. Cutie Cat, you saw the power of that there. And I also included the 1 of Wise Bear because in the mid game you play this, you can deal with the board a little bit, heal a little bit, and burn a little bit as well. But it's pretty heavy, so I only included it as a 1 of. So yeah, there you go. Bronze only Forest. Let me know what you think. Like the video and subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.